Hello and welcome to our first episode of the podcast. Unnamed because I can't think of anything because I'm not that clever. I am Ed.
And I'm Charlie.
And we are joined by...
Hello, guys. I'm Daniel. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Jay.
All right.
No pleasure involved.
No pleasure involved?
No pleasure involved.
No pleasure at all.
He does not want to be here. That's what he's just saying to me. Thanks, buddy, who I've known for years. Anyway, our topic today, kaiju films. I think which is just a primitive thing that, like, as children, we just like giant monsters wrecking shit. So, I say we just go around the table. What was your first kaiju film you boys ever watched?
Mine was actually the 1998 Godzilla movie, and I'll defend that movie to my dying breath. I don't care what anyone says.
I think it's terrible.
Whoa. Why are you going to defend it to your dying breath? What's wrong with it?
Well,
Everyone hates it.
I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
It's a bad movie.
Well,
It's poorly acted.
when did it come out? In the 80s?
No, late 90s.
Late 90s. That's not bad for Japanese in the late 90s.
It was American.
Oh, the American one.
Yeah, the guy who directed Independence Day made a Godzilla film, and just I guess
I thought
I don't know,
the original.
no.
You know the guy from Tower Heist?
No, don't say it. That's already too much.
The guy, the divorcee from Tower Heist, he's the main character. You may know him better from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Is he the guy who kind of looks like Matt LeBlanc from Friends?
I don't know who
That's
Matt
an
LeBlanc
insult
is.
to
Joey
Blanc.
Tribbiani, that guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay, so it is that guy.
Yeah, it is that guy.
He was not given the best material to work with.
No, he was not. Anyway, now the rest of the kaiju movies. Jay, what was your first kaiju movie?
Mine would have actually been King Kong, the 2005 one, I believe.
Good movie.
Just straight King Kong, not the Skull Island, which is also a good one. But yeah, there's something about the giant monkey.
Since we're on the topic, I can say that was also my favorite film. I think I saw it. A year later. I got it from Video Easy, which is now extinct. With Blockbuster.
Yeah, mine was from Blockbuster. I will actually say that.
Dude, I went past my old childhood neighborhood not long ago, and I'm just passing it thinking, where are all the video rental movie places? They're just gone now.
I happened to watch King Kong in the cinema as a 5-year-old boy. I had nightmares when the worm man ate Andy Serkis's head.
That's fair. My first King Kong kaiju movie was actually King Kong Skull Island. And I watched it on Foxtel very, very young.
Wait, serious?
Wait.
Surprisingly.
Skull Island.
Skull Island.
The 2017 one?
No. Skull Island did come out in 2017, did it?
If we're talking the Monsterverse one, yeah, unless there's another Kong movie that I don't know about.
It might be just the first King Kong.
And I own all
There's
of them.
probably Jack Black in it.
Yeah,
That's the same as us.
Yeah.
All of you have said the same movie.
Yeah.
Why do you have to...
It's
Why?
called Skull Island, but it's just called King Kong.
Yeah.
But they mentioned Skull Island in the movie.
Yeah.
It's set on Skull Island, but also, Dan, why do you have to be the weirdo and pick the one bad movie from a similar time? Why?
It was a fantastic movie.
It was not.
Oh, no.
Do you want to know what Peter Jackson's King Kong doesn't have?
Don't say it.
Half the Simpsons cast.
Surely Jack Black has appeared in the Simpsons episode.
Recently.
He was in. It was surely he's been in the Simpsons.
He would probably be in a recent episode where he plays himself.
Oh wait, none of us are watching recent.
Actually, there is a Simpsons parody episode about King Kong. So I was going to make a whole skit joke about like Homer being King Kong, and I was like, oh wait, that's actually an episode of the
I
Simpsons.
think I remember that. Wait, was he King Kong or was he Godzilla?
No, it was King Kong.
Oh,
It ends with King Kong Homer marrying Marge, but he's still a giant monkey.
so it's a King Kong. Oh, that would be. I feel like that'd be a fun episode.
Are you a big fan of the King Kong movie, though? The 2005 one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
There's some hope for you after all.
Why do you like it?
I absolutely just love watching Jack Black run away from brachiosauruses
While holding a giant camera and a tripod.
in front of a green screen.
What are the dinosaurs on that island, actually?
I think it was just, I don't know, dinosaurs are cool.
No, they got extinct. Why are they there?
The radioactive island.
Compared to a meteor?
I can't tell you why.
I don't know, Liam. Why is there a giant monkey there?
Oh, well, yeah, you actually beat me to my next question. Like, there is a giant gorilla, silverback gorilla, at least in the Peter Jackson one. Like,
Anywho,
we cannot transition to the next goddamn topic. That being, what defines a kaiju film?
Well,
Well, here's one. Does this get added? The water horse.
Oh, I forgot about the water horse.
but kaiju means in Japanese strange creature.
The
It
water
doesn't
horse is
have-
strange.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with height or
It's big.
destructive capabilities.
Okay,
it technically could
that's
be.
what I've just been thinking.
for our listeners who don't know, Water Horse is basically a 2-hour-long film in Scotland about a Loch Ness monster. Why it's called the Water Horse? Your guess is as good as mine.
Loch Ness was copyrighted.
What are you on?
Wasn't it about a woman who was in like a basement and there was like this sea creature that was called the water
Oh,
horse?
no, that's The Shape of Water by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
okay.
He finds the Loch Ness monster and he wants to keep it safe, and then he has to part from it.
So it's
It's
summer
basically
romance.
How to Train Your Dragon, but with the Loch Ness monster.
It's a summer romance movie then.
Yeah.
Would you consider How to Train Your Dragon 2 a kaiju film?
No, because it's
No,
fantasy.
one is.
Yeah, but there's a giant ass dragon.
It's fantasy.
Oh, there's a giant dragon in the first film.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Well,
There's a giant.
okay, so
We're excluding
excluding
fantasy.
fantasy.
Okay.
Because fantasy, there's always
It's
a big
still going to be
fucking thing.
based on a realist.
Okay, so it has to be sci-fi modern day. So like underwater.
Oh, it doesn't have to be modern day because obviously King Kong isn't modern day. That was
That's
set-
that's 1930s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly larger. They can't be over planet sized, and they can't speak
Like, well, they can't be
Anything.
coherent with
a language that we can hear coherently.
Could they know sign language?
I feel like sign language we could pay.
Con-
because
But I'm
Con
not.
knows sign
Sign
language.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to throw this out there though. Are we going to include like regular giant animal movies, like say Anaconda or Jaws?
Kaiju are more special than just animal but bigger. I feel like because like
Rampage is only just animal, but bigger and
That's basically a video game.
well no because so the video game was like people drink a contaminated energy drink and become giant animals, but in the movie with Dwayne Johnson, they gave the wolf Ralph who can fly and shoot like
Yeah.
porcupine spikes. So I feel like giant animal-esque creature with superpowers.
But if we're including that, then we have to acknowledge Pixels with the giant Pac-Man.
no, because they're aliens. And I feel like we're not really including.
Well, you say that, but young Gary's an alien, and he's technically a kaiju.
Who's Gary?
No,
Young Gary.
Young
from
Gary's
Reptilian.
not an alien.
Oh,
he,
okay.
was
We're
he was
crossing-
zapped back to life by aliens. There's a difference.
But in the original one, where he attacked Soul, he was an alien.
You somehow
In an
blended
adaptation,
pixels
he's
with
not,
reptiles.
So we can accept that version.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
just going to throw a more traditional kaiju movie out there that I think deserves some love that I don't really see enough appreciation for anymore, and that's the Cloverfield movie, the found,
yes.
the found footage movie from 2008. Now, the most interesting thing about that whole movie is nothing that happens on screen. The most interesting thing about that movie is everything that happens off screen. There is a website dedicated to that movie that you, as a viewer, have to track down yourself and go into it. It's all about like a deep sea drilling company that it's basically like a conspiracy to do with how the monster like came to New York. And it's fascinating. And there's something to do with slushies. There's something to do with slushies in there too.
Contaminated slushies.
Yeah, contaminated sea algae slushies or something. And apparently that also helps link it to movies like 10 Cloverfield Lane and The Cloverfield Paradox. And I'm also bringing this up because I heard recently, apparently we're getting a direct sequel to the original Cloverfield.
Oh, are we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now, back to one of the things that's like, the more you look up about Cloverfield and the more interesting it gets, there is so much background information people don't know. For instance, there's a deleted like audio clippings and stuff where there's like a scientist that mentions that the monster in Cloverfield is only a juvenile. It's not fully grown. So that thing was already pretty massive. And at the end of the Cloverfield Paradox, we see a fully grown one and it stands above the clouds.
What monster is this?
The Cloverfield monster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it had a name, but
I think it was just called Clover.
It's just called Clover.
okay.
Yeah, it's just dubbed Clover. And the other fascinating thing at the end of spoiler alert, if you play the end credits recording backwards, or sorry, at the end of I'll say it was at the end of the movie, they drop a nuclear device on the monster in hopes of killing it. During the end credit scene, there's a clip that there's like jumbled audio. If you play that backwards, it's a soldier or someone saying it's still alive. So just little cherry picked things like that.
I want that to come back to movies.
Oh,
Right?
100%.
I mean, New Rock Stars have like the whole breakdown scene by scene, but I want to like play, like what you just said, play credits backwards, and you get like hidden messages.
Yeah, movies these days just tend to spoon feed everything to you.
I blame TikTok.
Yeah,
Short attention span.
Hey Charlie,
Sorry, did you say something?
Yes.
they fly now.
No. Why? Oh.
For those who don't know, Charlie is a big Star Wars fan.
Why did they have to say it, Liam?
Well, I'm sorry, brother, but like I don't control our guests. What do you want from me?
And speaking of Star Wars has a few good kaijus, doesn't it, Charlie?
Oh, it actually does, surprisingly. You've got the Zelo Beast, which is one of the biggest ones in Clone Wars. You've got the Rancor, which everyone knows, and it's fantastic. The new Mandalorian movie, there's a bit of spoilers, has a sea serpent. I think they're called the Sea Dragon or the Sea Serpent.
It's basically just one of our regular
you're
snakes
beginning
in the
about-
outback.
Yeah.
The case underwater on Naboo.
Yeah, from Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Well,
The film you're going to give me shit about.
fish big kaiju.
I'm sorry, but do you not remember how big that thing
He's
is?
a reptile, and he can go above water.
Well, no, I'm thinking of like.
I do agree with you.
no,
The-
I can't remember
The
it.
Cooper fish, as Jar Jar would say.
Yeah. Although the interesting thing about Godzilla is Godzilla's name in Japanese, it's actually Gojira, which is a hybrid name for Go and Jira, and they mean gorilla and whale in Japanese. That's where Godzilla got his name originally, Gojira.
Well, if he's got whale in his name, then yeah, a giant fish can be counted as a kaiju.
Yeah, he's a fish.
Okay.
Well, look, I'm
And
thinking
we've
like.
also got the Sarlacc pit, which people don't really see as a kaiju monster, but is actually very, very deep. And although it cannot move, it's a destructive force and an ugly creature.
It's got tendrils and a beak, doesn't it?
Yes. So technically, it's like a sand squid.
Consider Avatar way of water.
They did have massive
They
whales.
had the massive whale.
Well, it depends on. So, by kaiju film, I would say kaiju are the center point of the film, as opposed to films with kaiju. Like, I don't consider Superman a kaiju film, but it's got kaiju in it,
Yeah.
or the Suicide Squad.
The whales were the focus of the Avatar way of water.
For like,
They were whale hunters.
actually no, yeah, but
They're the saviors of the day. A large
and they
portion of the
do
film,
and they do wreak havoc on like those
they
subs.
follow them around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you may
the
have convinced me
bonding
there. You may have convinced me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it way at the whatever the number 3 is, the fire one.
Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash.
yeah.
I wouldn't say that one is, even though they're in it again and they have a large focus. But
I have surprisingly not seen it. I just remember seeing like the comment.
It's
Like
good.
I think it was first comment on what like a review I was watching, and the first comment said, "For a film called Fire and Ash, there's a lot of water in it."
yeah, there is a lot of water in it still.
James Cameron spent nearly 10 years under the ocean. He's going to use those ocean assets somewhere.
I mean, you might as well. Like, because it's been like 10 years between films, and like in those 10 years, he was filming. What wasn't he filming like all 5 movies that he wanted to do?
He had to wait for the technology to progress so he could actually do the underwater things.
Okay.
He was
oh.
developing the technology.
Yes.
It wasn't just
Oh.
that he was waiting for it.
In the meantime of going down into the sea and looking at the Titanic. There is there's supposed to be a new kaiju film coming out this year called Kaiju Island of Fire that was set to release back in 2023.
Oh.
Now, I think it's a brand new kaiju because they don't actually list its name, but it looks like the Xylo Beast from Star Wars, but with magma assets.
I was going to say cross with Deathwing from World of Warcraft.
It's kind of got like this magma eye and like
This sounds like a low budget direct to video movie.
well,
Wait, who's shit? Please not the
the
side.
director's
We've
Andrew
already
L.
watched
Phillips.
one, and the writer is Andrew L. Phillips.
Yeah.
And that's the entire crew.
Yes, and I think the cast is a bit stacked as well. I mean, I know it's an independent Japanese one.
Oh, is it?
Yes. But
I don't know any of these names.
no. Tom Constantine, but that's a different thing.
Oh, well.
I mean, do you recognize anyone there, Dan or Josh? I don't know why it got set back from 2023. I think it's because they just didn't meet the deadline.
No, I don't recognise any of these.
No. But it does look good. It looks interesting to see another, like...
Is it coming? It's coming out, though.
Yeah, it's supposed to...
Okay.
I've read up on it, and it's saying it's supposed to be here for a 2026 release instead of being 2023. But yeah, we're hopefully get a new kaiju monster introduced, and it
could be good.
It looks more interesting than the other kaijus we've seen. Like, Ghidorah was cool. Tiamat I thought was sick. Obviously you got the fan favorite Godzilla, although he's stayed the same over the years. Mothra, you could get rid of that shit immediately.
Whoa. I was just about to interject talking about how bad the 90s Godzilla film was that Dan liked. But then you brought up the Mothra thing. Now I'm going to have a bone to pick with you.
Mothra is just a moth. It's not interesting whatsoever.
God powers.
A lizard.
Yeah, but it can stand up, and then it's got that beard belly in the American movies where he stands up.
You know how bad, like, how easily we would be kicked out of fandoms if that was just the mindset? Like, oh, we love Star Wars. It's just Space King Arthur. And we just get our asses kicked.
Space King Arthur, and you can't tell me he's wrong. That's right.
Well,
thank you.
Well,
back to Mothra.
Back to Mothra. Thank you.
Back to Mothra.
Oh.
Looking horrible.
Okay.
I mean, it's a moth. It shoots webs, not a spider for some reason.
No, it's silk. It's not.
Yeah, moths shoot silk.
Yeah.
Or certain species of moth.
Yeah.
Well, what species is Mothra? Go on, you tell me that.
Mothra, Mozira, actually, according to the MonsterVerse lore. Mozira?
Okay, is that a species of moth that can shoot silk?
That was the class of, like,
Moths are also known
the
to be
name of
explorers.
classified.
Are you telling me Mothra is not going to fly down to a textiles factory and eat all their silk and cloth?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't even think Mothra's a real moth. Even though it's supposed to be a moth.
I don't think Godzilla's a real, like, lizard whale.
Okay, let me tell you this. What is your favorite kaiju?
I've been debating that in my head. I genuinely can't tell you.
It's Godzilla.
Well, you'd think Godzilla, but I grew up a Kong fan. So, like, by all rights, I should be saying King Kong, but, like...
Just because you grew up with it doesn't make it your favorite.
No, but I've got all the Kong movies.
You and I...
Except for, I think, the 7... Oh, no, I've got that one.
Ed, you and I sat in that movie theatre together when we watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes, we did.
How many times did Godzilla beat the ever-loving fucking shit out of Kong?
Okay, fine, 2.
Thank you.
I have spoken. I have spoken. Okay, well, no, okay, it was just 2. And
So does that make it your favorite then? King
well,
Kong?
no, he still put up a fight.
Hold on, Josh wants to say something.
Oh no.
King Kong doesn't actually have any superpowers, though.
Well, the Japanese take on King Kong gave him lightning powers.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Monsterverse shooting lightning.
That's what we should talk
Thor,
about.
hold my beer. We got King Kong.
We should talk about Lightning Monkey.
No, we should talk about which Godzilla vs. Kong was better, the original or the legendary remake.
Okay, I'm willing to say the remake because the fight moves made more sense. As much as I love the original.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
you're free to change your mind. We can edit out so you can say the correct answer.
No, I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going to say legendary. Wait, say correct answer.
Yes. It's obviously the original one.
Well, he shoves a tree in his mouth.
Everyone in suits were fighting. Of course it's the best one. It felt more real.
You know that
has the gravitas.
You didn't need King Kong with a bloody Thanos-looking glove.
You know the director of the original King Kong back in the 30s absolutely despised Toho for making that movie.
Did he actually?
Yeah, because he made
makes
a comment.
sense.
He's like, he just found it so disrespectful, and then he's like, I heard they even stooped so low as to put a man in a gorilla suit to play King Kong, which was something that someone suggested to him when he made the original King Kong, and he was like, no, we're going to use like puppetry
and stop motion.
Yeah, which obviously he did a fantastic job for at the time.
Oh hell yeah!
You've heard Ed and my favourite kaijus. Charlie, what would your favourite kaiju be?
My favorite kaiju. Are we accepting Ultraman?
No.
No.
Is Macaroni can talk.
He's
not
not
Ultraman, but one of Ultraman's villains.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
You're gonna. You reckon one of Ultraman's villains is better than Godzilla?
Yes, you are. Well, you understand why in a second.
Okay, go for it.
Its name's Oxter.
Oh my.
Bring up a picture of him. I do not remember what he looks like. I feel like I should know him.
Well, there's.
Oh, he's kind of cool. Big. What he can't. Why does he look like?
Well, there's a clear reason why I like this kaiju.
For our listeners at home, it's basically a giant cow.
Yes, with
the horns on the shoulder.
Yes. Now he was pretty sick when I was young because I thought that's a monster I've not seen before. That's sick as shit.
It looks like a melted ice cream sandwich.
Well, no, because that's a toy figure of him.
But here's the thing, Charles. We will not be making your point any better because I will be using the toy picture.
That's fine. Well, if we're sticking to normal kaiju, then Behemoth is my favorite. Just purely because he actually looks like a giant mammoth, like one of those weird things that Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan turns into. You know, where he gets like the rib cage and kind of expands out.
You know, I talked to you about this before the podcast started. I wasn't going to bring up Attack on Titan.
I know there was never a fixed rule that you couldn't bring up Attack on Titan.
Anime.
There's too much lore involved in Attack on Titan.
Well, he's extra leg long.
You opened this can of worms. Now you're going to have to shut it.
The elephant
Well, to be
from
fair,
One Piece.
Look. It might. Look, like I've watched like kaiju anime. I've watched the Godzilla Netflix animes.
Shit.
Yeah, I had to text Dan. Like I watched what was that? Singular Point.
I do not like this man.
Ah, yes.
I watched Singular Point twice, and then I texted Dan, "Can you explain this show to me?"
But you see, I don't have a physics degree, so I couldn't explain it.
They spent so much time on time traveling particles. Not something I needed in a kaiju monster wreaking havoc flick.
You know, apparently it's canon.
What, that he can time travel?
Well, basically, the particles that created Godzilla in that timeline in the anime are the ones that spread across the multiverse and create every single Godzilla in other universes. So, like our original Godzilla, our legendary Godzilla, our -1 Godzilla, and even our 1998 Godzilla are products of the particles that spread across the multiverse in Godzilla Singular Point.
Okay, I'm gonna say this once, and I watch a lot of I comic book fan. There's a lot of bullshit. I don't need bullshit in my monster movies.
I couldn't agree with you more, Ed.
Just giant lizard wreaking havoc on Tokyo. That's all I want.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think we got your favorite kaiju, Jay.
I mean, it's got to be the OG Godzilla, but I feel like it would probably be the Godzilla from Godzilla versus King Kong.
Jay, I might need you speaking into the mic.
Yeah,
I don't know if it picked that up.
The Godzilla versus Kong. I feel like that's probably where I really liked Godzilla. The power ups as he's breathing in. And specifically, even more in the new Empire one, where he gets the extra power ups and goes purple, and
Where he goes Super Saiyan Rose.
Yeah, he gets that pinkish tinge, you know.
Whereas I'd have to say my favourite Godzilla is probably a tie between the -1 Godzilla. I do really like the legendary Godzilla design, as trashy as some of those movies can be. And I've also I just love the original 1954 Godzilla.
Yeah.
And the 1998 Godzilla.
You know, a kaiju I do want to see make a return from those original movies is Anguirus.
Oh, absolutely.
He was the first kaiju that Godzilla fought, so surely he should come back to at least the MonsterVerse, if nothing else.
I mean, funnily enough, in Japan, they hated the sequel to Godzilla. Yeah, Godzilla Raids Again, the sequel to the original. Yeah, they hated it.
Why?
Because I think it came out about 6 months after. You can fact check me on that. I'm not 100% sure.
Hang on.
But apparently, it came out about 6 months after the original Godzilla, and it was just a blatant cash grab. Like they had the assets of the Godzilla suit still, and then apparently they just turned around and went, "How quickly can we make another monster suit?" And they're like, a couple months. It's like, we're filming a sequel.
Okay, yeah. So this was 1955.
As in Godzilla Raids Again.
Godzilla Raids Again. Yeah.
Yeah, 1950. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the original was 1954.
It's like an average on all the scores, like 5.7 on IMDb, 64% Rotten Tomatoes. The sequel was King Kong versus Godzilla. I did not think it was the third film.
No, that was the third Godzilla film ever made.
I did not know that.
In fact, at the end of Godzilla Raids Again, he gets frozen in like an avalanche glacier thing. In Godzilla vs Kong, the original, that's where his story picks up from being frozen in Godzilla Raids Again.
Oh,
because he unfreezes, and that's like the plot.
Oh, I've completely forgotten all about that. I was just like, well, the water is Godzilla's domain. He just rose again. I didn't even think of that.
No, he unfroze.
Yeah,
from where he was frozen in Godzilla Raids Again.
Yeah, because like, I mean, Anguirus was never a monster that always stood out to me, but like, given his significance, I feel like he should like make a return. But again, how many Toho monsters are in this universe? And all of them are going to be like cost a lot just to have them appear. So it's Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah. Are there any others?
None that I could think. Unless you want to include Mech. Did you say Mechagodzilla?
Yeah, I did include them.
Like Behemoth and.
Yeah, but they're not original Toho. Those were made by Legendary.
Yeah,
well, there's a serpent that appears in the New Empire that attacks Kong in the lake. That like, I think it's just called a drown viper, and it's this big sea serpent looking thing, but it's got like Manda's color scheme.
Oh, I don't know.
But I mean, like, I feel like they've been teasing Manda for a little bit, but like, I guess they just can't show up.
You know, there is one monster we need to see in the MonsterVerse.
Gorgo.
No. Oh, Gorgo. That's Charlie.
The worst movie. How the hell do you make a kaiju film boring?
Would you
just stepped on factories in London?
Have we yet seen Leviathan from the Godzilla series? Oh, you just happen to see.
I just hit recording as you just said.
Is that a microphone in your pants?
What is that gonna make?
It's piqued my interest.
I see what you did there. Piqued your interest.
Because microphones peak.
That's fantastic. Charlie burnt the roast.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
We had a bit of a break and we went and had dinner, only to be like Charlie in the kitchen with a very solemn look on his face. He's like, I may have fucked it up.
Well, the pork was okay. The carrots would be on fucked.
You know, I believe Jay was talking last time.
Yeah, Skinny Jay.
Skinny Jay. What do you have? Yeah, you were talking last.
What was that talking about?
You were talking about a serpent in the Godzilla Godzilla.
Yeah, we were discussing which of the comic book MonsterVerse movies have made it into the films.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely like to see the Leviathan get in there, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of Godzilla characters that are just not well known and could definitely have that screen time rather than get us back those same reoccurrence. That being said, give me a bit more of good old King and Mothra.
Charles, you cannot say a damn word about Mothra. I will not allow it.
I'm holding it in.
Hold it deeper. Bottle it if you have to. Bottle it. There may be an assassination on this podcast.
Oh god, okay.
So we've talked about our favourite kaiju, but have we discussed our favourite kaiju film? But actually, what's your favourite kaiju film and what's your least favourite kaiju film?
I know my least favourite one. That's Gorgo. It's so boring, mate.
We sat around watching Gorgo. We were expecting a fun time with Gorgo.
I told you it was too good to be shit. It got 4.5.
We ended up. It was filmed in the 60s in Britain. We spent the whole runtime joking about cigarettes in Scotch because in every scene where there's a group of people in a room, they would have cigarettes and Scotch.
And when the monster finally showed up, it just stomped on factories and distilleries. All of which I'm sure were full of that.
The best bit is that wasn't even Gorgo. That was his mother, Ugra.
Yeah, Olga or whatever.
Wait, was it? Did they actually name the mother?
Olgra.
Oh.
Gorgo is the child.
See, I told you, it's that bad, I can't remember it.
Okay, but what's your favourite, Ed?
I'm struggling to think of that because I've watched a lot, surprisingly. I think realistically, I'd say Godzilla 2014 by Gareth Edwards. I think like building block or just what a kaiju film should be. I think that just
Charlie, turn your fucking phone.
who's texting you at 8:14 p.m.
It was an email.
Who's emailing you at 8:14 p.m.
You don't want to know.
It was me. Don't want to love you guys, but it was me.
I think it was a threat. Jay just doesn't want to hear any more Mothra slander.
No. Yeah. It was just a picture of Mothra with a
I
knife.
think we got the message.
So yeah, I'd say Godzilla 2014, Star of the Monsterverse.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have probably agreed with you until Godzilla -1 came out. That has to be 100% my favourite kaiju movie.
That's a fantastic movie.
It is so good. Like, it just captures so much of what the original Godzilla was all about, and just the fact they made that movie on like such a minuscule budget compared to other Hollywood movies, and just the effects they were able to achieve. Like, look at the MCU.
Oh, dude.
The
I
amount of
have
money-
ranted and raved about their budgets.
Yeah, how much money they spend on their CGI, and this was like a fraction, and it looks so much better. But yeah, although I'm going to throw one out there, and this is going to be one that not many of the listeners would have heard of before.
Yeah.
My least favourite kaiju movie is Dragon Wars.
Okay.
Oh,
Now, okay, look, it's not perfect. The story isn't great. I don't remember the characters' names. But despite all that, I still think it's a pretty good movie.
how would you explain to someone who's never seen it?
I cannot.
Yeah,
Giant snakes fight, and then a princess makes one of them a dragon.
How did she make it a dragon?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was a dog's age since I last
I
watched
think
it.
it has to kill the other one or something, but it's basically just there's like a princess, a random dude who works in like a pawn shop, and then from there, basically he gets like dragged into this war, and like it's called Dragon Wars. Officially, there's only one dragon in it, but there's like these sub dragons which are called like dragoons or something, and they're like a mixture between like military war vehicles and like dragons, and it's the and obviously I don't need to say it. The CGI is horrible.
Horrible. It's not that bad. It's not.
I mean, if you want a
It's
better,
incredibly low budget, and honestly, for what they were going for a fun movie, but it was way too overstimulating.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you want a better Dragon War movie, just watch Reign of Fire.
Oh yes, I love Drain of Fire.
Yeah, like if we're really gonna, yeah. Again, I can't defend Dragon Wars, but I enjoy it.
Well, that's fair enough.
Rainbow War. Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess Charles's favorite kaiju film is A Phantom Menace.
We're not going there.
That one scene.
What in Phantom Menace? What's the giant thing in the Phantom Menace?
There's always a bigger fish.
Oh, the Gooper fish.
Yeah, that.
There's always a bigger fish.
My favorite kaiju movie
Okay.
is something I've actually watched very recently. It was Young Gary.
Oh,
Reptilian. It actually wasn't too bad because a long time ago I watched the original one where he attacks Soul, and then I rewatched last night with Jay, and the concept of having a kaiju that's from space that can teleport around through aliens, and aliens are pretty much backing it, sounds incredibly cool, and it'll be an amazing concept in the kaiju movies.
Now, what's your least favorite kaiju?
Shall we have a guessing game?
Oh my god.
I'm actually quite curious because I don't know the answer. So,
I feel like it's
6 letters.
6 letters.
Yeah.
Oh, Gorgo.
No.
Not Gorgo.
I was going to say Pacific Rim Uprising, but it has significantly more letters.
No.
Oh, it is Pacific Rim Uprising?
No, it's not that one.
Oh, you
Six letters.
Six letters.
6 letters.
I felt this was going to be super obvious.
Is it a Kong movie?
No.
Is it okay? Hang on. Can we make this like okay? Is it a Japanese kaiju flick?
Yes.
Is it one of the older Godzilla movies?
Yes, technically.
Oh, but technically, is it? Wait,
It had
no.
its own standalone movie.
Is it Zilla?
No.
No, it's still the 1990s.
I was gonna say, wait, is it the Godzilla? Oh, is it one of those Kong and Mecha Kong?
No.
That's got more letters, I know, but like I don't remember the titles.
It had its own standalone movie and it was in multiple.
Oh my
original
god, it's a
Godzilla
Mothra movie.
Yes.
I bet you haven't even seen it.
I saw glances and the trailer. And I thought that looks absolutely.
You just don't like Mothra.
I just like Mothra. No, it's stupid.
Dude, I've got a phobia of snakes, and I'll still watch a giant snake movie.
Wolf Anaconda. That's fine. But a moth is not terrifying whatsoever. It's a piece of shit design. It's not even fucking good. It spits fucking silk. It's a piece of shit.
I don't think that was so necessary for a fictional moth.
So
It's just a dumb design. Choose a better animal
Jay,
or insect.
your thoughts on what's your favorite film? I can see Charles's blood boiling.
Film.
Oh,
It's called Mothra. No, I mean, it'll probably be King Kong Skull Island,
2017.
Yeah,
Wait.
2017.
That, just so we're clear, is that your favorite or your least favorite?
No, that's my favorite.
Okay, good. Because if it was your least favorite, we'd have to throw hands.
Nah, definitely.
I'll be having
I
words.
think my least favorite is a tie between Behemoth and Gorgo. I think Behemoth has two names. From what I
There's a Behemoth. What's the Behemoth movie?
the Behemoth movie is not in the same genre. In the
No, he's also from
Monsterverse.
Britain.
Yeah, he's also from Britain.
There's another.
it's quite an older film.
Okay.
I think it's the giant Behemoth or Behemoth the sea monster.
Okay.
I think that was a 1950s. If I'm going back far enough.
It was pretty old from what I remember. I know the Behemoth normally is.
I've missed this film entirely.
We went there last night.
Oh, I should have stayed longer.
Logo in how bad it is. 1959. It's
Oh, I'm looking at it now.
it's a watch, that's for sure.
Oh god, I'm looking at the photos.
I will be adding this to my must watch.
No, Brown.
Yeah.
17%
That
on
being
Rotten Tomatoes.
Like I was much more tired when we were watching Gorgo than I was the Behemoth one, but I still think that Gorgo probably just if I had to pick one would be Gorgo, but Behemoth is pretty bad.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be slightly ironic. Somewhat spoilers for later on, but we're going to be talking about what kaiju from other films we want to see in the MonsterVerse. I put Gorgo on that list. Even though I hate the movie, I still want. I want Britain and Scotland to have like a monster that isn't Loch Ness.
Fair enough.
But we have the water horse.
Well, to be honest,
See the water
I
horse in them.
completely forgot about the water horse.
Would Dumbo be a kaiju?
No,
Dumbo is not a kaiju.
Dumbo's way too small.
But his ears.
Well, okay, well, look, he will grow into a big elephant and he can fly. So when you put it like that, sure.
Okay.
But
Adult Dumbo.
You want adult Dumbo in the MonsterVerse?
No.
Disney would have a field day.
If I had my choice, do you remember the old PlayStation 2 game where it was like War of the Monsters where you had like King Kong and he's fighting like this electric eyeball?
I do not.
I've never
it's
heard of
it's
this.
a very old game. Like I had it on the PS2. It was a demo game.
Oh, okay. Millennial much. Oh, okay.
We're older than you by fucking a couple of months.
I was going to say, we're all the same age.
The audience doesn't need to know that.
It was literally called War of the Monsters.
War of the Monsters, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it now.
Yeah.
There was this eyeball character that's literally made of pure electricity.
Okay, I'm going to have to remember this so I can put pictures on the footage.
Yeah.
Holy.
He was in a spin-off game about like mountain biking as well, which was random.
That looks like Mr. Electric from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I think it would be pretty cool to see him in the Kaiju verse.
I was going to say Zax from Hulk.
Zax from Hulk.
Yeah, there's an electric character who's like that picture especially.
Oh, he's called Eyeball.
It's
And also
just
Kinetic Clops.
what?
I don't think they could figure out a name for him.
Kinetic Clops.
Kinetic Clops and Eyeball. So we're in a bit of a everywhere situation with this guy.
Right.
But they're the only two playable characters, and I would always choose the
I'm kind of on board for the eyeball monster to be in the MonsterVerse now.
yeah. And he's purely made of electricity.
Yeah.
Would add a new
Spin to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new type in there.
Yeah.
Not just big scary monster.
Although
Electric scary monster.
how it would happen would be the most fucked thing I could think of.
Big reptile with elemental power. Number 4.
The bed was blown up and was taken away in ambulance until an eye ran down into the power station and exploded.
Well, on that subject, I think we'll just fast forward to that subject now.
Yeah.
Monsters, we want to say the MonsterVerse. Jay, didn't you suggest Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens?
Fuck yeah, Bob. Easily.
How big can he get? Like, could he, like, eat another Titan?
I feel like he could. I mean, we've seen him eat multiple different things. He just kind of.
I'm just thinking of, like, the scene on the Golden Gate Bridge where he's just eating cars for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I think he was clearing the way for cars that were about to go in.
So it was
I think he was
Yeah.
when he was told to say that he learned to start.
And then he just kept eating.
Yeah.
Giant robots still there causing harm, and he's just still eating.
This sounds like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Homer Simpson doesn't get full. Bob does somehow.
There was an episode in Treehouse of Horror where he became enormously fat
Oh,
and he
yeah.
couldn't satiate his hunger.
I remember that.
I had forgotten that until it came up on my YouTube shorts the other day, and it's pretty ghastly.
Honestly, all the monsters from Monsters vs. Aliens would be great choices.
He just wants to see some.
Oh wait,
No, I would like to see a moth v moth fight.
I was going to bring up there is a kaiju in that movie, that being the Insectosaurus, was it?
You see, that's fine, Insectosaurus. That's fine. Because it's probably not modeled off a fucking moth.
Well, no, he does become a butterfly.
If we're sticking to live action monsters, probably I think it's George from Rampage.
But there's already a giant gorilla.
Yeah, but
Have two.
Well, one of them's albino.
one of them's
George is way too small though. He's like tiny compared to.
he is smaller.
Well,
That's definitely true.
I wouldn't mind
I
Ralph
think he's
though.
more intelligent though.
Wait, hold on. I heard Ralph and I thought of Ralph Wiggum
No, no.
immediately. Is there like another gorilla called
No,
Ralph?
the wolf character
We've
is
been,
called
talking
Ralph.
about, we've been talking about The Simpsons too much.
Apparently.
If I had to pick a monster to be in the new MonsterVerse
Yeah,
movies, I would have to pick a obscure, well, not so obscure. It depends on who's listening. Gamera from Japan. So
I also have Gamera.
Yeah.
I've got Gamera, but I've also got Biolante. I'll let you go on with Gamera first, and then I'll explain.
That's the turtle, isn't it?
yeah, Gamera is the turtle. So basically, Gamera was the giant monster made to rival Godzilla in Japan. And he's more of a hero. I mean, Godzilla becomes more of a hero as time goes on, but I'm pretty sure Gamera was always a hero. And yeah, it is so silly. Like, it was made in the era of Godzilla movies where it was ridiculous, like where Godzilla could do like gravity defying drop kicks and stuff. Gamera was like that.
That's the kangaroo kick on his tail.
Yeah, Gamera was like that from the start.
Oh yeah, he like flies and has
He
fucking
flies.
like razors on his fins, doesn't he?
Yeah,
What was
something
that
like that. And he's
Yeah.
he's like the protector of children or something like that.
My only Gamera experience is the Netflix show.
So fuck the adults and fuck the elderly.
Yeah. But the weird thing is, as big as Gamera was, and the fact he was made to rival Godzilla,
Yeah.
unless they've met in some obscure comic that I've never heard of, they have never interacted on screen.
Which I feel like the MonsterVerse is a perfect playground for these
Yeah,
characters.
I'm surprised they haven't done him yet. For the longest time, I thought they were in, like when I was a kid, I thought they were in the same universe. Like, I thought Gamera was just another Mothra or Rodan.
That was always the thing with, like, as kids, like, we did not understand copyright and studio IP, whatever, like, laws.
Yeah.
So I say, Warner Brothers, I know you're going through a transition with Paramount at the moment, but, or Warner Brothers and Legendary, just pay whoever owns Gamera, have them in one movie at least. The next MonsterVerse film is called Supernova. So you could have, like, Flying Space Turtle.
Was I adding?
Yeah.
Eyeball from
Yeah, I was going to add Biolante, the
Oh, yeah.
plant kaiju, because we haven't.
Kinetic
Like,
Claw / Eyeball.
Yeah, because in Skull Island there are like what they call flora fauna, which is just like certain insect-looking creatures that have plant like you got the skewer buffalo, which is just a water buffalo but with like moss growing on its back. You got spore mantis, which is just a giant stick insect that actually looks like a tree. You got I forget. I think it's called mother longlegs, which is the spider that has legs that look exactly like bamboo. So I feel like Biolante would be a good fit. You just would have to pay for rights and the like. Is the only other thing.
Fair point.
All right. Well, to conclude, and this is probably going to be a losing argument for me. Yes, because I would also argue that the Fantastic Four first steps movie
Don't you dare.
is a kaiju film.
It's
Just
not a
letting everybody
kaiju
know,
film.
This is worse than my rant on Mothra.
Oh my god.
It's as much of a kaiju film as Suicide Squad.
Well, no, Suicide Squad wasn't a kaiju film until the final act. This film, the whole setup is building towards a giant creature attacking the planet. That's the whole setup of the movie. And then when he shows up, he's walking through, he's just stomping on buildings.
Okay, but who's the monster?
Galactus. He's a force of nature, and we've established that kaiju movies are commentary on nature and mankind's effect on nature.
However,
Galactus
Galactus has a
fits-
human face and is not.
It's not that human.
It still resembles human features.
Well, it is Ralph Fiennes.
He's also sentient.
So are the other creatures.
He has intelligence. He can respond.
So can Kong. He knows sign
In
language.
sign language.
Yes, it counts. It's a language. You can
He does-
communicate. He says home.
Yeah, but
Yes, but he's clearly still an animal, whereas like Galactus is not an animal.
No.
Or he doesn't resemble an animal of any sort.
Well,
he has rationing and reasoning, and he can
humans are classed as
communicate
animals.
Don't do that. don't do that.
that. Why should the Kaiju's Andre the Giant?
I'm glad to know that
No, don't say that.
Now you got me going.
Ed was the boy in the back of the class that would have been like, actually, teacher, humans are considered animals, and then he would have been wedged and thrown into a fucking locker. Did you know Galactus is actually a kaiju?
Okay, look. What is actually like?
Can you pull me out of this locker now, please?
Is it that time yet?
Why do you make me sound like the kid from Family Guy?
Which guy?
Not Chris, the other one that Mort. Yeah, Mort.
He's not a kid. He's an adult.
He's an adult.
No, wait. Oh, wait. What's his son's name?
I don't know.
Wasn't that Mort?
No, Mort's the dad.
Oh, Mort's the dad. Okay, so yeah,
I think it was just called Goblin or something. No, Goblin's pharmacy was the last.
that was his last name. Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
doesn't matter.
But either way, Liam, you are that kid.
It doesn't matter what you think.
But back to what you're saying. No, Galactus is not a kaiju.
No, I'm saying like okay, like Galactus doesn't fit the definition of a kaiju. I'm just saying that in terms of like how the film is made and the story and the pacing and the setup is very akin to say some of the other kaiju films that we were talking about. It's a family movie of the family trying to get through and save the city whilst there's a giant, creature stomping around the city going for, their child.
He's bigger than the planet.
If we're
He shrunk down.
Oh man. But yeah, so but okay, Liam, I'm gonna put your argument to bed for good now about
Give it a lullaby.
about Galactus being a kaiju.
No, not Galactus as the kaiju, but I'm saying like the way the film is made is akin to a kaiju film.
Okay, now this brings some new light to the conversation.
That's what I meant. I should have clarified that. I'm sorry.
But is he a kaiju?
Not a kaiju, but
No.
is it a kaiju
No,
film?
yeah, that was my argument.
Okay.
Because they don't really do anything superhero-y.
But they're superheroes still, so technically superhero.
They're superheroes still, but like you've got the montage at the beginning where they fight all their villains off screen. Reed Richards kicks a monkey off the fucking scaffolding into the sea.
Sorry, he kills a monkey straight up.
Well,
And we're all supposed to be okay.
apparently this is one of the super apes.
That's very.
It would have
cool.
been
That was
well.
We've
That's the
come
thing. Like, if you don't know that particular character or that particular like rogues gallery, then it just looks like Reed Richards is fighting one of the Planet of the Apes.
With Keanu Reeves?
No.
He's equal.
We have a John Wick movie in the background on mute. But actually, that's an interesting point.
What?
So, what if John Wick is actually a kaiju movie and every character is actually super large, but everything else around them is also super large? So from our perspective,
Actually, you bring up a really interesting point. That movie with Jason Bourne, Matt Damon, that's him.
Yeah.
Where he gets shrunk down with his wife.
was downsizing.
Yeah. Was that a kaiju movie?
Does that make every other human a kaiju?
No. If it's a movie about being
Even a new
we
Netflix
can
movie.
actually find the solution to it. Is Fantastic Four a kaiju movie? It's Ant-Man.
no,
movie.
Ant-Man is not.
No, you can choose.
Because it's the inverse. Oh wait, no.
No, because he can go big and he can go small.
Unfortunately, the big things are just set pieces. Whereas I'm talking like the build up of the monster coming to the city in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but
No.
Whereas
the build-up is him going big.
in the second movie,
Because the build-up probably would be like the other Avengers movies, where it would be like the big build-up for the big bad to come. That's essentially just the main plot for a kaiju.
no. Well,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
You could say yes. I'm going to say no.
I think
Yes.
for it in that kaiju aspect, it needs to be large amounts of destruction with the humans being irrelevant. So if it's going to be just one creature and not two creatures fighting, it has to be just mass destruction with humans being irrelevant.
Okay, so wait, so you're saying because the humans in Fantastic Four were too good, it cannot be a kaiju
It
movie?
cannot be a kaiju movie because
Okay, that's actually a compelling argument if you watch a lot of
can
kaiju
stop
movies.
the movie. Like if you think about which other kaiju film that we've currently considered as a kaiju film gets stopped by humans.
King Kong, Peter Jackson.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotcha, bitch.
But young Gary got defeated, and he was a kaiju.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
technically, he's still
He
alive. but-
didn't get really defeated.
No, he fell unconscious, and then
He got someone inside of him, didn't he?
they never explain what happened to O'Neill.
In summary, we like giant monsters wrecking, popular cities.
Yes.
We've got our favorites, we've got our least favorites, we've got the ones in the middle that we all enjoy. We've got our kaiju that we want to see in the monsterverse. I'm not winning the argument for Fantastic Four.
I'm anxious.
Can someone conclude this podcast? I'm running out of words, and Charles is being an idiot. All right. Well, thank you, boys, for joining me. This has been fun conversation. I'm looking forward to our next episode.
Join us next time with Monsters versus Vampires.
Are we actually talking about monsters next week?
No.
Okay.
Set up for the next episode? No. So find out next time.
Yeah.
See you later.
That's the episode you guys can't find. It is there, but you just got to really delve deep into the net to find that episode. Start next episode. Episode 3.
You're just conning your audience. Like you're talking about an episode that we're not even going to make.
It's all for the algorithm, baby.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Yes, important.
Thank you for that.
Comment below your favorite kaiju and why Mothra is shit.
Comment below your least favorite kaiju and why Mothra is great.
No. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a pleasant evening, everybody.